like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for all you got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
So hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls
in the instrumental.
Are you ready?
it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, peak the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talk about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, peak the flow.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready? Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 12, Falcons.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Here we go.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, Haywood.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Come on. 17-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
5-9. Hey, echo.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run with Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Hey, Charlie. What we got? 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 What we
Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now Howard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running with Howard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go. 57. Hey, dude. Check. Watch 54. Watch the curl.
To throw, it's Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
58, come on. Come on, boy.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Like 20. You got block me.
Breida. He'll try the right side. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Hey, gun.
58.
Go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground.
21. Here we go.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Switch.
I got you.
Check 99.
Mike.
On first down, Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Get off the field. Check three.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good with 1:59 remaining. We will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throw, a dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. To throw is Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is born. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Hey, gun.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Five. 11.
Watch the run.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He finds McKinnon, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
21.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ross Dwelly there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
54. Hey.
On first down, they run with Howard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make some...
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets blocked.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Shit. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 6!
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. On the return is Pettis. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
58, boy, 58. Get that hunt. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run again with Breida. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
That's the score. Niners 31, Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
I got one. 25, check 25.
Now a give coming right is Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
56, Mike, 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They go with Howard again. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try to run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Howard. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go.
On the give, running right is Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Hard throw, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hey, gun.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. They find some open field here. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset, and no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's going to be a long day.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Garoppolo on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.